Welcome to the podcast from Duck Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from Duck Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Oh, well, whatever. What's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to From the Ground Up Productions. It is only one way to go from here. This is where creators meet. I am your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host,
Ray the Silent Assassin.
And like we say every time, and we like to tell y'all, this show is a show where we like to bring on different industry legends. We like to talk to different rising stars. And we also love to have controversy and meaningful topics on our show as we are doing tonight. Okay. Yes, we are on at a different time. We had some personal stuff we had to do, but what we're here in full effect is going down. Y'all know what it is. Okay. Before we like to get started, hey, what's good to everybody pulling up early? I see you Chinks in the building. I see you Jay Smooth. I see you Shaki. I see you Yellow Pound Cake. I see you Town Mama. Y'all know what's going down tonight. And I really want to hear what y'all got to say, because let me tell you something. The shit is going down. We got a lot to talk about. I want to hear y'all take. I want to know what y'all think and all of that. Before we get started, we're going to play our short commercials. And while we're doing that, we asked the ones that are here early if you can please share this live. We finally was able to get back on Facebook. And I don't know if y'all know, I'm shadow banned. Okay, so basically I need y'all right now to share this live, because they ain't letting me talk and see nobody on my Facebook, on my Instagram. I'm being totally shut down, but it ain't stopping me. Y'all see me, I'm still here. Let's get it. All right, so share this live right now. We're going to come back and we're going to get into it. Tonight is pretty much all about the tea of the week. Okay, we going in, and we will open the phone lines if y'all want to have your voices heard. So share this live. We'll be right back.
Every day we make moves. Bold moves. Big moves. But to make it through the day, we gotta make that boss move. Our chips will make you move like a boss, because bosses deserve treats too.
Lady Miz Publishing presents the Lady Miz Book Collection. Get ready to dive into my captivating book collection, perfect for any type of reader. Start exploring today with my must-read book stock that ranges from memoirs, informative, journals, and kids books. Get your copies today by going to Amazon.com to place your order.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
A 1 2 1 2. What's up, y'all? What's good, people? Y'all know what it is. It's about to go down. Tonight we are talking about a lot of different things here tonight on the show. This is pretty much going to be all the tea. Well, not all. Because it's so much stuff going on right now. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to, what's his name that do the yearly wrap up? What's his name?
It depends on who does it.
But the main one.
Mano, I think does one.
Not Mano. Come on. Yellow Pound Cake. I know you know. If you in here, who do the yellow? Who do the yearly wrap up? I didn't forgot his damn name. You see that? That goes to show you I'm losing it, y'all. What's his name?
I forgot too, man.
You forgot too? Damn. Oh my God, I do not like the fact that I cannot remember his name. But anyway, I can't wait to hear his wrap up at the end of the year because he always goes in. And you gonna look it up? Oh, he gonna look it up. Anyway, Oka Murder. Yeah.
I can't remember that shit.
I don't know. Listen, that just goes to show you that we getting a little old over here.
Way too old.
We getting up there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we still pushing through. Don't get it twisted. We have two main topics that we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna save. You said you don't want to save those for last?
What?
The Remy and Pap, and then the Omar. No, because old boy that don't date the black woman. We gotta talk
Terrell
about
Owens?
Yeah, Terrell Owens. But I'm just saying, like, we want to talk about a few things first before we get that conversation going. So let's just breeze through real quick before we get into that. The main thing. Let me just shout out the other people pulling in. What's up, Ricky? Glad to see you tuning in. What's good, Marquise? Glad to see you there. What's up, Mom? Gloria? Glad to see you there. Now, y'all know tonight's show, okay? It's going to be with really no filter, okay? Because I'm about to do a whole nother segment where I just got to let the shit out. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Snap.
I'm really not trying to really pump the brakes and trying to be extra nice and trying to sit up here and be so like, oh my God. So, you know, like really, the shit got to go down. That's what really got to happen. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tired of being nice all the damn time. All right. I am tired because some things just need to be said. Point blank, period. Okay, I know y'all got stuff to say. I got a lot of stuff to say too. So anyway, before we get into our main topics, as y'all can see, first things first, I don't know if you put that up there, but I don't know if y'all seen the Kanye West basically saying that Cardi B was, do you have any of that?
The video.
Oh, okay. That she was a part of the Illuminati and she was put in place to replace Nicki Minaj. That somebody supposedly, allegedly, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm saying allegedly, leaked this video of Kanye West. First of all, watch your circle because people is fake. You gotta watch who you gotta, like, who recorded that shit? He in his house or wherever he at in a place where he felt he could be safe to speak if he said it, because AI is a bitch. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm gonna say it for what it is. If he even really said that, you gotta question everything and really wonder, is this stuff really true or is it fake? Did somebody use his voice and is he really saying that? We don't know, but supposedly, allegedly, that's what he said. You want to play it real quick?
We're going to play that real quick.
All right, let's get to that. I'm chewing my gums.
You didn't even have to say it. I know it. You fucking CIA. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? This is my godmother. This is my this. These Illuminati. That's why fucking Cardi B was over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She just there to like sound as ignorant as possible. And then make songs like "Fuck Him" and you get some money. You know, she was literally replaced, Nicki Minaj purposely. That they put her there, and now she doesn't know what to do, and she's just a fucking.
Yo, all right, hold up. What's good, Grand Body P from the UK? I see you in the building. Can we get some background music while we talk and do our damn thing? Check this out, y'all. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about a few things before we get to our main topic. But as y'all see, here's one thing. Now, I kind of believe it is really the video of him because when he put the T on the glass, right, I heard it go click. So the sound effects in the back, because you got to put, y'all know us women, we like investigators. We pay attention to everything. That's, guys do it too. When they call you on the phone, because Ray do it all the time. Yeah. What you doing? Where you at, right? And then he just breathing on the other end, like you just listening to the background sound. I know what you doing, man. You just say where you at, what you doing. You ain't got to play investigator, like, yo, what you doing? And then stay quiet. So
women do it too.
I know what you're doing. But anyway, because I can't wait. You said you got something for me tonight.
That had nothing to do with you, but now that we're going to go there.
Oh, shit. He said it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Be under the bus. Don't listen to the background. There's something wrong with them anyway.
But nah, you gotta have trust. So don't get it. You got to have trust. Okay, stop playing with me.
And why do women listen to the background?
What's up, Gloria? What is that?
Gloria Miller.
What she said?
Gloria Miller said, "What do you call a black man who had a fight with his white girlfriend?"
Oh my God! And then she said, "I can't." Gloria, you look like. Are you white? And did this happen to you? Like, what's going on? Let us know, because you put homeless. What do you call a black man? Oh,
yeah. She just
the black man who's oh shit!
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I read it all. I read it backwards.
And she looked kind of white herself.
So, oh shit. So Gloria,
she having a problem with her man, and she just threw him out.
So you threw. So wait. So is that to say that black men need to be shacking up with white women all the time, and if they not living in their crib, then they ain't got nowhere to live? Is that what you're saying, Gloria Miller? Please let us know. We need to know. We need to know. We trying to see where you coming at with this one, Gloria. All right. What's good, King Charlie Prince? I see you pulling up. Don't want to say what you said, but if you want to talk about it, brother, you know we here. Got you and supporting you all day, every day. Let's get it. So anyway, I don't know what y'all think about that Kanye West situation.
Town Mama said she believe it.
Town Mama said you believe it. Okay. All right. So Town Mama believes it. Y'all let us know what you think. Grandbody P said Mr. West has a new album release party. Y'all know what's so funny is that and we're going to talk about this. Don't y'all notice that everybody is getting on that wave? Everybody is talking about, or not talking about. They always cause up a big stare or a problem or a issue that either makes them look bad or somebody else look bad. They get involved in something really deep so people could talk about them, so they could go viral, so that people can hashtag and everybody. And now they got all eyes on them. And now they out there and they selling records. They capitalize off of it. So since y'all doing that, we going to give you what you want. Let's go. We going to talk about it.
Now,
we going to talk about it because that's what y'all want. That's what you want.
I'm going to play devil's advocate for Cardi B right now, right?
Okay.
Let's say hypothetically speaking, because everybody thinks, every time somebody makes money, they got to be a part of the Illuminati, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What happened to hard work?
Nobody does that anymore. What's wrong with him?
What happened?
Who really does hard work anymore like
what
that?
What happened to her actually working hard? Maybe, her ratchetness is really who she is.
Who?
Cardi
B. Okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
what happened to her really just making it, and now everybody thinks because once you become rich, all of a sudden the Illuminati helped you out.
Listen, I believe that there is Illuminati somewhere out there, whatever.
Yeah, if you know the history of it, black people ain't invited.
But listen, I'm not going to say black people ain't invited. I don't know who is and who's not. See, the problem is a lot of people talk about the Illuminati, who's involved, but who actually really got the proof? People could say anything online, and people act like just because somebody gets successful and make it to a certain level, that the only way you made it to that level is if you join the Illuminati. Now, look, a lot of people came for me on Instagram when I put stuff in there when they was trying to say Jay-Z was. I do not believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I know people who believe it. So I don't.
So you believe Cardi B is?
No, I don't. Okay. Listen, how even if I believed it, where's the evidence and where's the proof? Because somebody said it. People say shit on social media all day long. So what does that mean? Wendy. Not Wendy. Gloria Miller. Are you still in here?
Yeah, she just said some shit on there.
Okay, because we're trying to figure out, was that like a I think that was a racist comment though, Gloria. Well, were you in here trying to be funny, trying to diss black men, or did you really kick your black boyfriend out? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta throw some context on that.
Throw some context on that. You know what I mean? So we need to know. We need to know, is that how you see, black people, black men, what it is? But I tell you one thing though, because what I told you, I'm being raw tonight. Don't matter. Y'all still like that black dick though.
Oh snap.
Let's get it. I'm sorry, man. I said tune off. Cause we not listen, it is what it is. Y'all, you don't like it, but you like that shit though. So stop playing.
It might not always be that.
We don't know what it is. He played devil advocate. I like it.
Because it could be money.
All right, look, it could be. I don't know.
She might be homeless after a while if he got the money.
All right, we moving on because we gotta get to the main here. All right, what's up?
Okay, this one is we gonna go to the Remy because that's
nah. What's up? What? No, it was something else besides that.
No, I think it was just Cardi B.
This guy ain't got.
Tell me.
I'm about to. Yo, what? You
Right
forgot?
Now, I only understand Terrell Owens and Remy, and then Cardi B.
Nah, it was something else. But since you don't remember, and I can't remember right now because I got a lot of stuff. We had like 5 different things before we got to the main thing. But since you don't remember and I don't remember, let's just get to the main thing then. Shit. Yeah, it'll probably come to mind as we going on through the show. So who we going to talk about first? Let's talk about Remy and Papoose, right? So I don't know if y'all seen, everybody know that they having problems, right? Married. The poster for Black Love, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all straight from the jump. I still don't even believe that the situation's real. I think
because it's a woman.
Whatever. I think that they are doing this just like everybody else because one of them is about to drop an album. Think about it right now. If Papoose remains silent and he don't say absolutely nothing, right? If Pap is silent, he don't say nothing, and then he say, I'm gonna address this shit in a song. There you go, my brother. Everybody gonna be looking for it, checking for it, playing it, talking about it. That's how you get the wave, the move. 50 Cent style. That's the blueprint of 50 Cent style on how to get shit popping, okay? You got to talk about people. You got to say how you gonna rob a motherfucker, how this, that, and the third. This one is better than that one. There you have it, Donald Trump style. All you got to do is rally the people up, get them talking, and bow. Free promo, and you ain't got to pay for none of it. So, back to the original scheduled program, when we talk about Remy and Pap and what she is wearing, a comedian, what's his name again?
Corey
Holcomb, dope comedian. Okay, he made a statement. We're going to play this statement and then we're going to say our take on it. Please, I would love to know what you guys think out there, your take on this, because this is a serious matter here. So let's see what he had to say about Remy and her outfit.
Woman is out in public with you like this. That's not your woman. That's our woman.
Talk to him. Look at his face, man.
All right. Check this out. First of all, Pap always, when we look at his face always look like that because rappers always want to look mean and tough anyway. That's the image of most rappers, to have that hardcore, not all, but majority, especially somebody like Pap, who is a bar heavy. Would you consider him a battle rapper?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's a good rapper. I'll give you that much.
Okay, I don't know. Look, I'm not sure if he falls into that category, but he is bar heavy, and I think Papoose is dope. Yeah, nice. Remy is dope. They both two dope artists, and if this is real, I will say that I am not happy that they are going through this because I definitely would. They got a kid, family structure. I think that's so important. But let's put the picture up there and let's talk about what Corey was talking about.
I don't have the picture.
Oh, I thought you had the picture.
Nope, send it to me real quick.
Oh boy, you're supposed to be on point. You're the producer, manager, whatever it is. I ain't supposed to be doing that part. Okay, he always got me work. I ain't supposed to be doing that.
I never had the picture. You the one that
we gotta talk. We gotta talk after the show.
You said that you showed it to me. You never sent it to me.
I thought I sent it to you. You want me to send it to you?
You just showed it to me.
All right, I sent it to you. All right, you got it now. All right, so listen, guys. At the end of the day, basically what he is saying is he don't like what Remy Ma had on, right? He got a problem with that if you are a married woman. He's trying to say, look at Papoose face. Papoose was not happy. She's wearing something that is revealing, right? So yeah, me as a woman, I'm going to go there and do my research. So I pulled the picture up. I stretched the picture out. I wanted to see because it does look revealing, but when I stretched it out and did my investigation, I have come to the conclusion that her breast was being covered. However, the outfit does look like it is revealing her breasts in her certain areas because it looks like it's like see-through here, and you got the little spider, little circles like around in the breast area and stuff like that.
Put it up on the screen now so everybody can see it, and you'll have to describe it.
Okay, thanks. That's a nice way of telling me to shut the hell up. Let's see it.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look at that.
All right, y'all, take a look at this picture. It looked like a Halloween outfit, kind of in a way.
A bunch of spider webs.
Yeah, it looked like spider webs, but I mean, not always. So, guys, I know that. Leave it up for a second. I know that when you're looking at the picture, it looks like, okay, where the circles are is where the nipples would be, right? So, and you're looking at his face. I don't know if he's really upset about what she's wearing. For me, I look at Remy and I'm like, yo, Remy, I think she looks good.
A woman would say that.
Okay, there we go. So, guys, put in the comment section if you tune in right now. You want to I want to hear your take on this. Put in the comment section, do you think that outfit is appropriate for Remy to be wearing as a married woman with her husband right there? Should she be wearing it when she's not with him? And would it have been better if she wore it not with him? Would it have been better if she didn't wear it at all because she's married? Are there guidelines to what you can wear as a married woman? Or is it okay if she wears it as long as she's not violating herself? Or do y'all think she's violating herself by wearing it? So, you know what? Double R, a.k.a. Ray the Silent Assassin. Ray, I would like to hear from you first. You owe up. That's right. Let's get it.
I'm going to say this, right? Her outfit, even though it is not revealing, you got to understand the environment you're in, right?
Okay.
And we always say this. For a single woman, yeah, that's you want to do that, it's perfectly fine. But when you out, we represent each other as married couples.
Okay.
So when a woman is dressing like that, she's saying to everybody she's available, even though she's not. Because let me finish.
Okay.
Because when you're married, that's not how you represent yourself. Think about men walking around. If men walked around and it was, it's appropriate to wear their thing out all the time, how would y'all look at us?
Okay. All right.
Right? Because when you're available, that's okay because you're trying to attract something. And when you dress like that as a married woman, you're saying to everybody, look at me. Men, I hate to say it, we visual people. We all know this. Men are going to look. There are going to be some men who may want to test it. Let's see how built their foundation is. That's obviously, and then when you put yourself in that position, you can't get mad when somebody tested, because you are saying to people, hey, this is okay. Here's what it is. I'll ask women this. When you got a boyfriend, even when he's just your boyfriend, you don't want to feel like with him, anybody can touch him or anybody can reach him. But when women dress like that, we're like, oh, y'all say to us, this is for me. But you don't understand how you make it look like anybody can reach you also, especially when you put it out like that. Because that's what's happening, believe it or not.
Okay. I didn't want to cut you off. I honestly, I agree with you. I think that no. Listen, I'm not here to make excuses for no type of behavior. Rather, if we agree, disagree, whatever the case may be. See, I'm going to still say how I feel, but I understand your point and you make a lot of sense and I get it. You understand? Big shout out. Oh, excuse me. Eddie OJ in the building. I see you. Nice to see you pulling up. I'm glad you caught us. You got off of work. You got off of work early today, or is this your normal time? We started late, as you know. We started our show at 8:30. So first and foremost, I will say this to you. I do agree with what you're saying. But there's a side to that. I believe that Remy Ma has a right to wear what she wants to wear as a woman. And it will attract certain attention. Yes. When you are, let's say, once you get in your 60s and 70s, right? Eventually things start to sag. I mean, things are sagging right now. Things start to sag, right? We get older. You want to feel good. A woman wants to feel good. She wants to look good. She wants to feel wanted, and she do want to feel beautiful, etc. Now, hold on, because I already know where you're going with this. But let me just say what I gotta say. Okay, because I let you talk and I didn't interrupt. Now, a woman wants to feel sexy. She wants to feel wanted. A woman should know how to carry herself when she's out in public. Yes, attracting attention is not good, but how you know she didn't wear that for her husband? How you know he didn't say, damn, baby, I like how that look on you? See, the problem is everybody got an opinion, but don't nobody know what goes on in their household. Don't nobody know what goes on. If he had a problem with it, he should have said something, but he's standing right by her side, whether he got the ice grill or not, because at the end of the day, ice grills, like I said, it comes with the whole wrapper package. So we don't even know if he's looking at her like that or looking like that because he's mad at what she's wearing, or he's just doing his regular routine rap shit. I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, do I think that she's wrong for wearing that? Nope, I don't. I think we cannot sit here and say, oh, women, you got to dress what makes me comfortable. You have to wear this. You should not draw attention, because that's just how you know what they do. They tell women who's been raped, you shouldn't have never wore that, because you're sending that sign. Now I understand respecting yourself, but I don't think that people should be told what they can wear. And I think that if she felt good in that, then she could walk out the house wearing whatever she felt good in. That doesn't give anybody the what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't give anybody oh God, help me out here. You know, he don't want to help me. He said, I ain't know you're
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to.
The right. I'll just say the right. It don't give anybody the right to say, you know what? Damn, I like how that look, and it looked like her breast. So I'm going to go try it. I'm going to go do this because she wore it, and that is a sign for me. Did she say, yo, come to me? Did she say, yo, what's good? Is she giving eye contact, or is she with her man right by her side? So like I said, I understand your point, but I don't think that people, because you guys have double standards too. You'll say, listen, you're my woman, like they're property. This is what you should be doing, how you should be representing yourself for me and looking that way for me. Understandable. But then when y'all sleep with several different women, you're the man. When the woman does it, she's a hoe. So there's always double standards there. There are always double standards there. So
that's not a double standard.
What?
It's not a double.
It's not a double standard.
Scientific.
Oh my God! I gotta just drop the bomb on this one.
We're not gonna go that.
Okay, so basically, what you're telling me is sleeping with several women make you the man, but it makes the woman a hoe, because that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so what we saying?
I'm saying what it is. Men are made to produce. That's what
Here we go. He didn't watch something on TikTok again.
No, it's
okay.
It's an ultimate fact. When a man has sperm, he can sperm his sperm.
What does that have to do with it?
Me, I'm about to explain to you. Do you not hear me finish?
All right.
A man is able to he is able to impregnate. If he got 1 million sperm, let's go with half. He can give half. He can get a 500,000 women pregnant. Women, on the other hand, they only made to produce once a month. Unfortunately for y'all, some of y'all might be too.
He said, unfortunately, that's why you got a whole bunch of men with all these different kids,
exactly.
And they ain't taking care of them. So what does that mean?
I'm
though?
saying it because
I could just dish out my sperm to people, that makes me what?
What men were made to do is produce. Now I'm not saying that it makes it right, but I'm just saying ultimately the fact of the matter is that's what we were made for. Men. Here's the thing you have to understand about men, and I'm gonna say this, right? I don't care what you say. Men. The difference between men and women is because when a woman has sex with a man, she's not leaving anything with him. She's not at all.
Huh. You don't know that.
unless it's a disease.
Okay. I was thinking that part too. But guess what? I don't know about that.
Yeah,
what you're talking about?
When men are made to conquer and destroy, right? Let's be real. So every time a man has sex with a woman, he's not doing nothing but conquering her. She is giving herself to him. Unless he takes it. But when she willingly does it, she is giving herself up.
Okay. And what y'all doing?
Taking it. when you're giving it to us.
Let's get to some of these comments real quick, y'all. I don't know.
Now,
because I want to address these comments.
First one, I'm gonna get with we're gonna go with Town Mama. Town Mama said he walked out of the house with her wearing it. If it was an issue, then it should have been addressed at home.
Thank you, Town Mama. Thank you.
No, we're not gonna give Town Mama the claps just yet.
No, we don't want to give you that.
Here's what I'm gonna say to that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, right? Women always say, hey, they want a man to lead, especially black women. Y'all run around screaming, I need me a man that leads. I need me a man that leads. Let's say he addressed it at home.
Okay.
Women today aren't listening to men at all. Y'all don't. And if you do, it comes with conflict before you honestly listen. So when it comes down, he probably did say something to her and she didn't listen. I'm gonna do what I want because I'm aware of what I want because nobody can tell me what to do.
Well, she can and they can't.
And that is the fact that is true.
Okay.
But why say that right there if we can't say nothing to you about it?
Why say that right there?
What Town Mama said. Why say to y'all he should have addressed it at home if y'all not gonna listen to us anyway?
Well, listen, we don't have to listen to you, but it doesn't mean that we won't listen.
You don't.
See, that's the thing. No, that is a lie. That is an absolute lie.
Okay.
Because I have different clothes and different things that I feel is sexy. Some of it is revealing. But if you was to say something to me, I would damn sure be like, okay. But for me, I have to feel comfortable. If I feel like my butt is out too much or whatever, if I want to show a little cleavage, so what? Let me do. If I'm feeling I'm in my sexy 40s, baby, and I feel like that, let me feel good. Exactly. The problem is you want to treat people like they're a nun, and then by the time it's time for you to feel sexy, you can't because you ain't no more. God damn it!
No,
girl, get your sexy on.
Why is it that? And I'm gonna say this: when women want to feel sexy, they feel like a man is trying to stop them from feeling sexy. What happened to being? There's a lot of people who look sexy in jeans.
You know what's so funny though, and again we gotta get to these comments. What's so funny is that men sit up here and say that shit all day long about how women should be, and they could be with their woman all day that's dressed like a straight nun, and as soon as that thought walk by with her ass out and whatever is out, they is looking at it. Okay,
so
don't think that. No. So he said no. But listen, everybody looking. But but at the end of the day, that's what I'm talking about. See. Listen, maybe y'all men are the problem because that's what y'all seek and y'all look for. And y'all act like y'all not.
That is not true.
How many men are spending most of their money in the strip clubs? But y'all, that's why they can't pay their bills.
They not. That's where women don't pay attention. Because how many of them these guys could go in the strip club all day? How many of these women are wives?
I don't know.
We're not marrying them.
How you know that? Come on, let's get to these comments because I got so much.
We're not marrying the stripper.
Yes. Cardi B's married.
Well, look, she had to do something else before she became the who she is, right?
We don't know that.
The stripper, she wasn't married. When she became the rap superstar.
Okay, but she was still a stripper, right? So you telling listen, I'm sure it's a lot of strippers out here that are married now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what were they doing before they were stripping?
Can we get to the comments, Joe?
Here's what Eddie OJ said. Eddie OJ said, Remy looks good if she was single. That right there shows that she basically runs their situation. Your wife's assets on display like that shows no respect for your life partner.
Okay, stop right there. All right. Eddie OJ. Remy looks good. She does. Okay. I don't know if y'all remember Remy. I remember Remy before she I think when she got out of jail, she had put on a lot of weight. Okay. She put on a lot of weight. And when she lost that weight, she started to get into herself, feel herself more. Feel a woman feeling sexy is nothing wrong with that, right? So she started to wear things that she felt she looked good in. Why do people have a problem with that? It's like when you see somebody walking down the remember back in the day, you couldn't wear all the colorful hair. People would talk about you. Look at that. Look at you. You look crazy. You look this. Now colorful hair is like, okay, it's becoming a normal thing now. Honestly, they was doing that in Jamaica a long time ago before it even came here like that. But she felt comfortable to wear it. Can you put his comment back up there? Because I was still addressing that. You didn't lost it?
No.
Okay.
But I'll get to it. Just keep on talking.
I can't. I need the comment.
Oh no, that's not it.
See, he didn't move it.
Calm down.
He making me mad.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yes, I do. Why do we look like that?
Don't worry about it. I can't help that right now. This is not important.
You the producer manager. Okay. All right. Look.
You know what I mean?
All right.
This is why women. This is why y'all have problems. Y'all look at focus on what's in.
I can't. I got ADD, and then, you know that.
Then that's not nothing but focus right now.
Okay. So anyway, now he's saying that basically that shows that she basically runs their situation. Why what she is wearing means that she runs their situation. So if he told her don't put it on and he ran the situation, does that now make it okay now? Or that's the part that I'm not getting. You saying that so okay, so what if she did run the situation and
right
so,
now.
So it's in so just what you're saying is if a woman runs the situation, that's not a good thing because the man should always be running the situation. But what if she just the one that's there like that? So she got to be the one to do it. That's her bringing her portion and her part to the relationship.
Running a relationship?
No, her part. Like what I'm saying is, if she is the one that's running it, maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe there's a reason for it. So you know that when they say 50-50, and it shouldn't be because you're giving half-ass and half-ass. It should be 100, right? So if she is that person that brings her part to it, and unfortunately or fortunately, her part is her running the relationship, why is that a problem? Do you men have a problem with women running the relationship because it messes with your ego and you don't feel like a man? What's up with that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And don't worry, guys, we're gonna get to your comments, but it's like he trying to beef with me. I'm trying to see what's up.
No, because I'm gonna say you must be looking at the internet a lot. I'm gonna say because every time a man says something about being in control or having some form of control in a relationship, the first thing it has to be about is his ego, and it don't always be about ego. It be women. Unfortunately, women think with emotions. Most men think with logic. We looking at the logical part of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
We're not looking at it from an emotional standpoint. We're looking at it through the whole picture. That's what our job is. That's why they say men are supposed to be the leader of the house.
Okay.
Because we're going to look at this stuff from a logical standpoint. We're not always going to be right. That's where y'all come in to support us.
Okay.
That's what makes it the relationship of balance.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get to the comments.
Eddie OJ, he said something else too. There's
a lot of comments. Why don't you just go down the line and just read them so we could
where we at now? Where you want to go? Where you want to start?
I seen a whole bunch up there, but I don't know what you was skipping through a lot. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, let me read Tanya's. She was with her man. It was all good with the girls if it was let me see. She was with her man. It was all good out with the girls is a different story. Oh, so
okay.
If she was out with the girls, it would be a different story.
All right. Okay. So Tanya believes that what Remy Ma is wearing is okay because her man was by her side. So it's not like she was wearing that and out there trying to holler at dudes. She had a man with her. If she was out there with just the girls wearing that, then that means that now she is inviting other dudes to come talk to her. But they should know not to step to her because they know Remy and they know Pat. It's black love. Stop playing. Let's get it. What's up?
This niggas don't understand that. So stop.
All right.
I'm gonna say what it is. Yo, Town Mama said, wait till you need Viagra, Ray, to produce.
Yes, Town Mama. Let them know, Town Mama.
Tanya said they donate free sperm versus getting paid for their donation.
That's y'all men.
That's not true.
Because I know where you're going. Yeah, we passed that. Sorry, we got to go back to that. But absolutely, they donate sperm. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Look. I got an advantage. I got the sound effects over here.
Start reaching over. Yo, Pound Cake say Ray gonna be on the couch tonight.
Okay. He gonna be on the edge of the bed like this. Okay.
King Charlie Prince said Renee better not wear that.
I wish Renee was on right now. Okay, go ahead.
Tanya said I keep it sexy and age appropriate.
Yes.
I totally agree, and that wasn't age appropriate.
Why not? What?
40s.
Oh, hold up! Hold the hell up! Hold the hell up! How dare you? How dare you say that? You see, women. You see how he put a time frame on what you can wear and when you can wear it.
You made me think of something.
Wait. He put a time frame on that. Just like people put a time frame on people's skills in rapping and people's passion. And this is exactly why you can't listen to people telling you what the hell to do. Now, I'm not sitting here. I'm going to be honest with you. It is, when you look at the outfit, it can be a little bit revealing. I'm not going to lie. And I ain't going to lie. I do really want to stick up for the females all the time.
Yep.
First
time. Eddie OJ said it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I do want to listen, because who wants to stick up for us?
We do.
Okay.
I can't wait. Let's address that. We'll address that.
But no, I know you had something else to say because we said time. I just want to say that at the end of the day, ultimately, if my husband had a problem with me wearing that outfit, I would not wear it. Even if I wanted to, and even if I was mad and I felt like I looked good in it, I would take it off out of the respect for my husband, even if I thought it was okay. If he had a problem with it, I wouldn't wear it. But I do not believe that women should be told what to do and what they can wear. Again, like I'm going to say, and I'm going to end it with this so we can finish off with the comments and move on. If Papoose had a problem with what Remy was wearing, he should have addressed that. But he is standing right by her side, rather he got the ice grill on or not. So everybody want to criticize her, just like y'all did Jada, but they still in the house together, right? Everybody always want to criticize the woman, but
nobody's criticizing them.
You are when you're she shouldn't be wearing that. She doesn't respect the one. She don't. That is criticizing.
I'm not saying that she shouldn't wear it. Do I agree with it? No. But I didn't say she couldn't wear it or she shouldn't. That's like, unfortunately for them, that's their issue, not mine. We're just talking about it.
Okay, so what did you say that you was reminded of? You wanted to say
that we was talking about what else we had to talk about? Mm-hmm. Ebony K. Williams. You brought it to my mind when you said women with the timeline.
Ebony K.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, we could close out with that. We could close out with that. But let's go through these comments.
Tell Mama said some men think with their
D-I-C-K.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, she's right. Some men. And you know where those men are at?
At the strip club.
Exactly.
Don't stop. Get it. Okay.
Cindy Haley said that doesn't mean she runs the relationship, the situation. There are different environments and culture than us regular folks. Dressing seductive or such is part of their everyday job, the norm.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. I agree with that, Cindy. Thanks for that comment. Why?
No, you know why?
Why you disagree with that?
Who made it the norm?
What you mean, who made it the norm?
Who came out and said that was the norm?
Who said that it wasn't?
Because if a woman decides to do something different, does it make her less sexy because it's not the normal?
No, nobody said that. Where did anybody say that?
Society in those situations have made it revealing is the only way you can sell yourself in the industry.
I agree with that statement.
So why can't somebody say I'm gonna do it differently and get the same response?
But why does she have to? Maybe who said that she was doing all of that for that specific reason?
You just agree with Cindy.
No, no. Yes, I agree with what Cindy said, right? Go back to Cindy's comment, please. Okay. All right. So she's saying that in the environment, in the culture, right? Than us regular folks. All right. So dressing like that is an everyday thing. It's the norm, right? So why is it odd that she's doing it?
No, nobody said it's odd.
That's my thing.
Who said it was odd?
And she's saying it doesn't mean that she runs a situation. When you're like, listen, if we're going to an event or a party, most people are wearing what they want to stand out, what they think look good, what they think is sexy. And she's not going to the corner store.
Exactly. Most women are wanting to stand out. So everybody's dressing with their ass out so that they could stand out.
Nobody has to dress with their ass out.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No, go.
Not with her running the situation, I can't address that, right?
Okay.
But we keep acting like this is our culture, being naked, and that's not.
No, absolutely not.
We gotta
agree.
Stop acting like that is our culture.
You know what? I 100% agree with you.
Because you know who's following her?
Those kids.
The regular people.
And young kids.
These young girls running around here with their ass out, we can't look at them because that's what they're looking at. They're not looking at their mama who's fully dressed.
Well, first of all, whoa. Let's pump the brakes real quick. First and foremost, they should be looking at their mama because their mama is their first representation. The mama at home is your first representation and your first teacher. Okay? Now, people are putting celebrities and these other people's on these pedestals like they are totally responsible to raise their kids. They are not. See, if you run in your household the way you're supposed to be, then you're not expecting other people to teach your kids because you're the one teaching them. It starts at home first.
Exactly.
So I believe that. As far as what you're saying, I do agree with you as far as the other part that you're saying because everybody don't have to dress like that. Some people are forced to dress like that in a sense because it draws more attention. So I do agree with that part. The part that I'm fighting for or I'm standing up for as a woman is the rights. The woman's rights to be able to wear what they want to wear and not have to be bashed or put down or shamed because that's how she felt looking good walking out her house. Again, I say this only because he's standing next to her. That's her husband right by her side.
I'm gonna say this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest with it. Where did anybody say it wasn't her right? And that's where I'm gonna say in the group of women when y'all get together,
he dissing us,
y'all don't listen because nowhere in there that nobody said it wasn't her right. What we say is, and even some women agree that as a married woman, it comes off inappropriate.
I can accept that. See, choice of words. As the married woman, it could come off inappropriate. Okay. Yep. So then that's where we'll leave it.
Yeah.
Right?
Here we go. Get to some of these comments.
And then we're gonna move on. Mm-hmm.
King Charlie Prince said, a woman represents the earth, which is 3/4 water, and that's how she should be with 3/4 clothing. That's why she's called Mother Earth. Okay.
Okay. King Charlie Prince always dropping jewels. King Charlie Prince.
And Tanya, I think she addressed, she got it just what I said. What if he had on revealing pants showing all his goods? Would that be okay? Hell no. I totally, I agree. It's a standard on both sides of the relationship. And I said that earlier. If men were walking around with their thing out or showing their thing all day, would y'all be okay with that? Y'all would be looking like this dude is nasty.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Eddie OJ said the man is the head, and the problem is women don't respect men anymore. They think they can dress like whores. We're not supposed to say anything. Don't get married, and then you do, and do you.
Okay.
And then do you. He said, don't get married, and then do you.
Okay. I agree with don't get married and then do you, right? Because there has to be a certain level of respect for yourself and for your husband, right? But let's back this up a little bit, okay? The men. Where did the comment go?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. It's right there.
The men is the head, and the problem is the women. Is that what he said?
Yeah, the women don't respect men anymore.
Oh, okay. And the women don't respect men anymore. So let me say this. I don't know. I mean, it looks like that could be what's happening in today's time. But you got to ask yourself, what is happening to the men that you are not getting the respect that you think you deserve?
I'll show you.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead, show it.
This is what's happening to the men nowadays.
Oh shit! Can you go back, please, Leo?
That's why y'all not respecting a lot of them.
No, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. See, here's the thing. Because I was listening to Umar Johnson talk about that for the other day, yesterday, talking about a lot of black men and this and that. But the whole point is, see, here's the thing. Y'all want to sit there and y'all want to say that men deserve this, men that. But see, if you want to be respected as a man, you got to stand up and be one. Just like you sitting here saying Remy should dress like this, she wants to respect like a woman. What are men doing to have that respect? Okay, because look. I'm not trying to be on here bashing men because there are a lot of great men out here. My husband is one of them, right? So, and I understand that there are good men out here. And it's a lot of good men who do not get credit for being good men. But there's also a lot of bad men out here too, who don't respect themselves either, who do not take care of their kids, who don't respect their wife, who don't have no family values, who beat women, who use drugs. Maybe they going the other way and they ain't even into women. Maybe they locked up in jail, running the streets, not knowing how to be a man and be a provider and be a protector and all of the above, right? And then you want to be respected like a man, but you want the woman now to do the man's job too, and then still do the woman's job, and you think she gonna respect you? She not. See, the problem is y'all have to understand that women are still women at the end of the day. So even when the woman has to do partly of a man's job, she knows she's doing that man's job, and she's gonna lose a little bit of respect for you as a man. But rather you like it or not. And you could say, well, your times are different. People got to do this. People got to do that. Yeah, well, when you're looking at a woman telling her everything that she should be, don't think she ain't looking at you thinking that or what you should be as a man. So men, take your rightful place and step up and do what you're supposed to do as a man. And then maybe you will get a good woman or get the woman that you feel you deserve. Other than that, listen, it's fair game for everybody out here in these streets.
Okay, you know what? I don't disagree with you. So what I start with saying is, luckily for me, I also have a good woman, right? So I'll start there. What I will say, right, is we unfortunately, everybody is looking at where they're looking at everybody else's situation and comparing the whole dynamic of women and men.
Okay.
When a woman gets to talking about bad men, and you didn't address it that way, which you made sure that it's not all men. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, though, women aren't doing that. You got, and I said this to you before, a woman could get cheated on by her man. All her girls will come together, and the woman with a good man at home is looking at her going, oh, these men ain't shit. While your man is at home doing what he was supposed to do. How do you think now, and especially nowadays when women are running around talking about energy, what kind of energy you think your man is going to have for you if that's the energy you putting out because your girl is going through something?
Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying,
because it is, because when you when we all men ain't, you address it, all men ain't messed up, all women ain't messed up, right? But unfortunately, nowadays it's not being put out like that. When there's an issue, we don't give a damn who it is. It's just like with Remy, we look at it, oh, well, every woman who dressed like that is a whore, and that's not true.
It's not true. And that's what I'm fighting for.
And I don't disagree.
That's what I'm fighting for.
But unfortunately, the image does portray that.
Well, listen, the Corey, what's his name? Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb, right? Like I said, dope comedian, funny as hell. But he said this is everybody's woman. To me, that is a really low blow to say about a woman who I find it, but I know he's disrespectful with his stuff. But he's a comedian. There is no, you got to understand, there's no fair game. There's no rules to it. There's no, you cross the limit in that. That's his art, right? But when I hear it, I'm like, damn, you got to do Remy like that? Just because she wanted to wear that? Because they're going through something, and then you find this picture that we put up there on the screen, and it got to be like that. So for me, again, when I'm looking at the whole situation, and we're gonna move on from this and get to the next. We've been on this for a minute, but when I'm looking at the situation, we all could do better. And when we love to look at other people's situation and talk about other people and make it look like we're so much better. Now, we all got shit we got to deal with. We all can be better in certain situations, but society, the world is messed up. The world.
I'm glad you said that.
So when you look at stuff, and I'm not going to really bash her like that, because what I hope for is the family structure to come back together as a unit. If this is real, if their beef is real, which I don't think it is, but if it's real and there's issues amongst Remy and Pap and all of that stuff and all of these things that's circulating, my thing is the family structure. They got a kid together. We have too many families with too much broken homes, okay? We need fathers in the household. So yes, all of these things are important. So I can understand when, when I'll speak for the other end. You need a father in the household. You need a man. You got to be respectful and respect the man. So you have to do things. So how about me just going back to this? He should have said something if he had a problem with it. So she's not 100% the problem.
No, that is true. But we also have to say, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Mm-hmm. What if he did?
We don't know that.
Right, exactly.
But we're
gonna leave it at we're
moving on.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
I will say this, right? And I agree with you. The world is the problem, right? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the world is in a home every day.
Absolutely.
The problem, it ain't the problem with the world anymore when we invite it into our home and make it a part of our style. Because every time something happens in our community and it's something that's normal in our culture, we act like it's supposed to come home. And remember, we had this when Soraya was young. The clothes, I used to say to you, this as a little girl, she shouldn't have that on. And your statement was to me, well, that's all they have in the store.
The shorts, right? Yeah, I remember that. And I had to start saying, you know what? I got to cut her pants and make the shorts, because I remember even the children's place, all of these stores that we were shopping in, and I'm like, all of the shorts are shorts. Like, I mean, short
little girls shouldn't have on.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I'm just like, I don't know where am I supposed to go? So at that point, I had to take pants and cut the pants up and say, nah, you got to wear these, or you got to put spandex or something underneath, because there were no shorts that were appropriate for a child. Remy is a grown ass woman. Let's move on. Posing it like that.
Next thing here, we're going to talk about Terrell Owens and the reason why he was dating white women.
All right. Let's play this. Let's play this little
video.
How long is the clip? Because I ain't trying to hear
about 2 minutes, but we ain't got to listen to the whole thing. We ain't got to listen to the whole thing. We just got to get to the point of why he's saying what he said.
All right.
Pro, then they want to date white girls, this and that and the other. Everybody's experiences have been different. For me, when I grew up, I was in my high school pretty much is 50. I don't know what percentage black, white, but I lived in a black neighborhood. So at the end of the day, I attempted to date black girls. When I was younger, I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I have now. Hit puberty. Right. I was a late bloomer. Yeah. And when I bloomed, boy, did I bloom. Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Let me finish my story.
Women doing what women do.
So when I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls is when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong. Right. I was teased from high school, even to college. I got teased for being dark skinned. Damn, so they tease you, cuz? Yeah. So there was a lot of self-esteem issues. Right. No, I'm being dead honest.
Okay, let's get back to it.
All right. Okay, so I don't know. Listen, we're not gonna play the whole thing. It looked like he did, right?
No, it was more than that.
I just
he elaborated. He got clear on what he was saying.
Okay, so guys, if y'all want to see it, go check out somebody else's stuff and to get the full. I'm not trying to be funny. No, fuck, look, it is what it is, right? But because that's what we looking at and checking out stuff and seeing what they talking about, what's going on. But I heard Charlamagne actually play it on the Breakfast Club, right? And I was listening to it, and I said, this is very interesting because I was listening to callers call in, and I'm listening to this man say that he dates white women, and his reason for not dating black women was because he tried to talk to black women before, and he felt that black women did not want to talk to him. Black women, he was teased because of his dark skin, and it was coming from black people. Okay. Ma, I see that. She said, just to paddle back a little bit, it's not the world. It's the humans in the world. Absolutely. I agree with you. So I stand corrected on that. Now back to this. Listen. First, I'm gonna say this because this is a deep conversation. Really, really one that is something that should be a whole nother show. Like we're going to talk about this, but it's so much to dive into with this. But what I will say, and I'll start it off like this. I'm not mad at the brother for that. And I know people would say, what? As a black woman, you mean to tell me you don't have a problem with this black man saying that he don't date black women? No, I don't. Because if that was his issue, I understand why he look at it like that. It's sad, but I can understand why he look at it like that. Because let's be honest, racism is all over this world. But don't think that black people didn't adopt those same behaviors by looking at somebody who looked just like them and think exactly how another racist white person will look at a black person and think. Now, make sure you understand what I'm saying clearly. I'm not saying just any white person. I said a racist one. Black people, and then I seen it growing up, had made fun of other black people if they had darker skin. So we were conditioned to hate ourselves and hate other people who look like us. We believed and took on those things and used that against other people who look like us. Slave mentality. Slave mentality. Okay? So, what I'm saying for him, it's so unfortunate that he has that problem, because that is a problem. But that problem didn't stem from nowhere. It came from such a deep place where, okay, if y'all don't like me or love me or find me attractive, and they do, then I'm going to talk to them then. Right? What's that saying? If you can't love the ones you want, how it go?
Can't love the one.
If you can't be with the ones you love the ones you with. Let's not act like black people don't have colorism problems, because we do. We do. I don't think I do, but whatever, but somebody might think differently. You know what I mean? We do have that problem in our community, in our group of people, y'all, and we have to fix it. It is very sad. It's sad when I still hear people to this day, and I cringe inside. I still hear people to this day say, oh my God, I got to stay out the sun. I don't want to get too dark. Really? When I hear people say that, I be like, oh, damn, they still got that shit in them. You want to get out of the sun. You don't want to get too dark. You're afraid that if you get too dark, you're going to not look good anymore, because black is beautiful in all shades. So for me, when I look at this guy say that about not wanting to date black women, it is so it's sad, because like, is your mom black? And for me personally, I wouldn't give a damn, because see, in on another note, if somebody think I need to be mad, why would a black woman give a damn about another black man not wanting them because they're black? Let the white girls have you then? Who the hell cares? Why would you? It's the same thing. You know how you said the black women didn't want you? Well, black women, if he don't like you, then what the hell you want him for? Let him go. Because we don't own nobody and we can't control who people love or like or accept it. Yeah, no, sure, go ahead.
On that. Look, here's the thing about it, right? We can't act like he don't have black women. He has babies by black women. So that's we're not it, and he see that's the thing. A lot of people just think, oh, he decided. He still dated black women.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that what he was trying to say is when he was coming up, that when he was trying to date black women, they didn't want him. And like always, I hate to say this, when a black man decides to say, hey, he's gonna date white women, that's when black women start to recognize, like, wait, what about us? Why are you not thinking about why you don't want to date us? But he's saying that he's not saying he never did. He was saying he got, like I said, he got babies by black women. So anybody who thinks that he wasn't dating black women are wrong.
It's a stereotype, though. It's a stereotype. And see, that's the problem. First of all, you put this in young kids' heads. It's like you're breeding them early. You're planting that negative racist prejudice seed in their mind to believe something that is not true, right? Now, I'm not saying what is not true, what happened to him, because that was his experience. I just think that it's a bad stereotype to say, and now you'll have people looking like, oh, well, black women, blah, 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 this and that. Like, nah, yo, that's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. It's sad. It's wrong, but it's his experience. What's up, Sandra?
Mm-hmm. I think in this situation, and that's his situation right there, I think it's the way that he came out and the way he said it. Because he does make it sound like he's not with, that black women were the problem growing up.
Right.
And essentially it probably wasn't. Everybody has a type. He might not been to maybe, because here's the thing I've learned nowadays. A lot of us men go for the girls we want instead of the girl that wants us, was when we're younger. And that's how a lot of us end up in multiple relationships, because we're always chasing the girl that we want. While and women do it too, instead of chasing the person who actually wants us. And that's probably where he went. He was chasing the wrong women.
I want to get to Sandra's comment and then Tell Mama's comment about this. It looked like she said the same thing twice, so let's go to that. Sandra said
black women did not want him when he was younger.
Right.
Fact. It's a fact.
Right.
That's his personal fact. We don't know if that's a fact. That's his personal.
No, you can't say we don't know if it's a fact. He said it.
That's what I said. That's his personal fact.
Okay. So basically, if that's what it was, then you can't criticize him for it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not mad at the fact that he said that. Okay, I'm not. Listen, guys, let me just tell y'all, if you're tuned in right now and you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button wherever you are. Make sure you share this live. That's how you support us here at From the Ground Up. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay? So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that like button if you tuned in right now. And also share this live. So ultimately, at the end of the day, when we talk about what's his name, Terrell Owens, me as a black woman, I don't get offended when he say that. Because I know what he's saying is true. And I know what he's saying, that colorism, that issue that our people have amongst each other, it needs to be fixed. Okay, thinking that one that's lighter is better, it doesn't matter. With the field nigga, the house nigga, however you want to play it, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, let's not act like and try to put on the blinders and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. It's messed up." Yes, it is messed up. It's a horrible stereotype thing, and it's unfortunate that he had to go through that and he has to feel the way that he does. But it doesn't mean that he's wrong because of what he experienced. That's my belief on it.
And I'm going to say this, you know what? Because I see a lot of women who get mad with a black man for dating a white woman, but are okay with this. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. The fact of the matter is the truth. Y'all support the community, but y'all won't. Y'all get mad.
Well, listen. If that's how you are, let me say this. I'm glad you brought that up. Because let's just address this shit, right? Because I don't want to ever make it look like I'm pushing an agenda, because I'm not. But what I will say is this: people, y'all, you and anybody else out there, I'm never going to push the gay agenda at all. But I don't care if you gay. But here's my thing. Black people and anybody else, if you want to put the black man up there with the perm looking like Rick James, however the case may be, not Rick James, not James Brown, right? But here's the thing. You tell people to be yourself, right? You tell people, be yourself. When somebody's gay and they're undercover gay, you tell them, you gay. You need to come out the closet. Look at you. You hide. Look what y'all trying to do to Puffy. Let's just use Puffy as an example. You tell people to come out the closet, and when they come out the closet, then you criticize them, beat them up, and try to destroy them and make them feel bad for coming out the closet. Which one do you want? Do you want them to stay in, or you want them to come out? Should they be themselves, or should they be miserable and not be themselves? See, for me, I don't think we should push that on our kids. I don't think we should be pushing an agenda. But I think if that's who you are, then you need to be who you are. Because if it is not fair to tell somebody to not be who they are, and now they're in a relationship with somebody who they don't even really want and attracted to, because they're not even into that. So you're wasting a person's time who ain't even in a situation that have a chance to find real love, because it don't exist with them. So no. In my opinion, if you gay, be gay, come out the damn closet. You got to stop. Y'all can't keep doing this to people. You can't keep telling them to come out, and then when they come out, you want to beat them up for it. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion on it. And again, just so people don't think I'm pushing shit, because I know how I'm far from pushing that shit, okay? But if you are who you are, I'm going to accept you for how you are, because that's who you are. You don't have to push it on me. Don't be trying to put it in my kid's face. Don't be putting it in the cartoons. Just be yourself. Just stop pushing it.
That's the problem.
So I'm just saying, you can't say like, oh, because of this, because of that. Nah, let them be who they are, man.
See, I think you see that you're doing that. I'm only saying, right? Mm-hmm. The fact of the matter is, our women do not, we celebrate men when they like that. Oh, girl, he could come and hang out with me, or whatever y'all do, right? Okay. But y'all looking at a man who says, you know what? And I'm not saying you in particular, mm-hmm. but I'm saying when a man says, hey, I'm a date outside of my race, all of a sudden now we villainizing him. You know? Mm-hmm. So we got to keep that same energy.
Okay.
All I'm saying is have that same energy for that man, like, the same way you have for the gay guy you want to hang out with. Look at that man and saying, you know what? Maybe his experience is different.
Look, I said what I said. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not one for pushing no agenda. I don't, all some of these celebrities, I think that they doing that. I'm not one for, like, I don't care if it's a heterosexual couple. You shouldn't be doing sexual things in front of the kids, right. Either. So it doesn't matter if you're heterosexual or gay. None of this stuff should be happening in front of kids. This is not the type of stuff that should be presented to them. I don't even know how we got on this topic, but I'm just saying this is not the type of stuff that we should be putting on our kids, pushing in the commercials, putting in the books. None of that. Let kids be kids. Let them grow up. And if they decide to be who they are, then that's who they are. My only thing is, at the end of the day, you can't tell people to come out the closet. That people are scared to come out the closet because they're scared because of people going to talk. Why? Because they're afraid that they're going to get treated different, beat up, all types of and talked about all the things that nobody wants to go through. Nobody wants to go through.
Unfortunately, it only happens, I hate to say this, it happens in their families, but the community is by far accepting it.
No, now the communities, and some people ain't even really like that.
So why is it still come out the closet and why?
Well, I'm gonna say this, and then you play that so I could go real quick and then come back. I'm gonna say this, right? Why do people care what somebody do in the bedroom? That's why I'm saying the outside world shouldn't be in everybody's business. Exactly. And no, why do people care what somebody is doing in the bedroom? Why do y'all care if Puffy is gay or not? Why do you care? Why do you care? Why? If he came out and he's gay and whatever he's doing, what is it going to do for you? What is it going to do for you if Puffy is gay?
Nothing.
Okay, but people talk about it. Come out the closet. And that's my point. Come out the closet. He need to just say it. First of all, why he got to tell y'all that? Why does he have to tell anybody that? Why? This is people's problem, yo. Everybody want to freaking control somebody's life, get all the information so they could take it. This is who you are, and now I'm going to beat you up for it. It's wrong, y'all. It is wrong. And I'm not here advocating for the LBGT, whatever. I'm speaking for humans.
Here, I'm going to say this. If these people get into that spotlight, when you that kind of person, you can't get mad when people want to be in your business because you threw your business out there.
I get it, but he didn't throw that part. He's putting out there other stuff.
Well, other people was putting it out there for him.
That's all I'm saying.
So, it's other people out there that saying he's like that, but that's not him.
But it doesn't. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep going back to it. Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
To some people, that
mind your business. If he is with somebody else, and if he's with a guy, so what?
They're doing the same thing we're doing.
But no.
I'm saying those people who are talking about him and putting his business out there are trying to get attention. So when you talk about a celebrity, you're going to bring attention.
That is very true. That is very true to a certain aspect. What I'm telling people is something different, though. Stop telling people to come out the closet, and when they come, you beat them up. That's all I'm saying. Stop doing that because people don't know what they want. You got to know what you want. Okay, because going back to, like I said, you can't be like, oh, say you need to be this, and when they do it, now it's a big uproar. Everybody want to talk about them. Everybody want to do it's wrong, yo. I'm gonna say it like that, whatever. So, what we talking about next?
Ebony K. Williams she went viral again, but this time a lot of women were mad because she started talking about women and their immortality and what they need to start doing early in life.
Can we see the clip, please?
Yep. Let me get it up there for y'all.
Put the clip only.
Okay, boss.
Ability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for Black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger Black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. So here's my advice. If you are a young Black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD.
Now listen to Kendra G doing the opposite of what Ebony Williams is doing. Kendra was trying to hide this information from young women.
Anyway, excuse us for the technical difficulties.
It ain't no damn technical difficulties. I had to go to the bathroom.
I was playing. It ended up playing commercials in the damn video. So you don't even know what happened. I was fucking up.
Lord, I can't step away for a minute.
Nah. This thing it ended up playing more of the video than I expected.
Okay.
Anyway.
Right. Wait, somebody said can't hear you.
No, that was because we were talking before you ended up put the thing on. Okay. Anyway, you want to hear the video again?
Absolutely. What is it? No. Just tell me. I don't need to hear it.
Ebony K. Williams got on women saying that at a certain age, y'all need to start thinking more about marriage and your mortality because after a certain age, you can't do the things like have babies and all of that. So it's time to start early. Get your husband at the same time as you getting your degree. What? Man, that's an old one.
Oh, okay. I'm bugging.
Yeah. Put your glasses on.
You trying to do me dirty? Okay. All right. Say it again.
What?
Just say it. I remember, but just refresh my memory. You understand?
Ebony K. Williams is going in on women saying that they need to think more about their mortality and start getting married. While at the same time you're in college or as she said, get your ring at the same time as you're getting that master's or that doctorate or whatever.
Okay. All right. So take on that. You go first.
I don't disagree with her. You know, and I because everybody has this idea of what marriage is. And I'm gonna speak to you. I'm gonna say this because she said it, and anybody who's lived in the South know this. And
not the North.
No. It's really pushed, especially in the South and the Southwest. That a lot of white women understand that marriage is not only about who you love and all of that, but it's also about finances.
Okay.
What happens is down there, they understand that getting married, they doing it before college, or they doing it at college because they understand the whole financial aspect of it. Is that we can build together than me doing it by myself. Unfortunately, our women are raised to be independent. You don't need a man. And then we end up going 40, 50 years with this independent mind struggling. So that's what she's saying to Black women. It's time that you want to think about your college and all that. That's nothing wrong with thinking about college, but think about getting married early also.
Okay.
Because after a certain amount of years, the things about doing babies and because having kids, all of those the clock starts to run out.
Okay. So that's your take on it?
No, I'm just telling you what she said, but I don't disagree with her.
Shit, I asked for your take. What?
I just
You
told
went through
you.
the whole thing. You know I got ADD, first of all.
And that's
so
not my...
I only heard half of what you said.
That's why I ain't talking no more.
I'm already playing.
I'm done.
No. Stop. All right. No, but I do have a problem. I do. They should have diagnosed me when I was young, because when I'm over here, right, I'm telling myself, pay attention, right? Do anybody else have that problem? I'm listening, I'm hearing, and I be missing information. It's crazy. I need help, but I don't want to go on medication. So anyway, overall, Ebony K. Williams is saying you should be thinking about getting married because it's going to come to a point as you get older that your chances of getting married and having kids is going to get lower. Your eggs ain't going to be available no more. And you might end up a lonely woman, a lonely Black woman. Because she talking about Black women?
Yeah, she's talking about Black women.
She's talking about Black women. Goes, let's keep it. But what's she talking about? You're going to be a lonely Black woman with no husband and no kids, by yourself struggling. Is that what she's saying? So when you out there getting that education, you need to be thinking about family, marriage, a ring, and all of that. Do y'all agree or do you disagree?
She went further in this because I heard the whole part of it. She also said the pool of men are very small, especially if you're looking at men who are college educated or men who will have something that's doing something for themselves.
Okay.
That pool is very small. And she said the older you get, the smaller it gets.
Yes, I do remember that. It's coming back to me now. Okay.
So she's telling women to think about getting that man that you want or that you can get married to early in it. And we're not talking about not leaving out love and all that, because she made sure to understand that you got to care about and love this person. But look for that. Because this independent mindset that we are teaching our women are failing our women.
I agree with that. Hold on. Let me take this gum out. For all the ones who hit me up sometimes when y'all be like, yo, it's mad unprofessional. Take that gum out your mouth. You chewing, you talking. I'm about to do it now.
Wow.
The gum out. Am I professional now?
Who told you that?
A couple people. They was like, you be smacking on that gum. Yeah, people don't like it. They don't like it. But the gum was so good. I take like 3-4 pieces. I get the flavor. I can't just eat one. You know what I mean? Just like whatever that commercial is. Yeah. I gotta have a few pieces. I need the flavor, baby. All right. So let's talk. Ebony K. Williams. Do I agree? I absolutely kinda do. Go ahead. What?
No, I'm laughing. You kinda do.
Oh, okay. I absolutely kind of do. Because here's the thing. The independent mindset of women, it's a problem, y'all. We're going to keep it for what she's talking about. It's a problem for Black women. We don't have to always be so tough, so strong. I know sometimes we don't have a choice. I get it. Right. And this is where we talk about when we want to talk about y'all men that want to say stuff, but don't want to step up and be the man.
I can't wait to address that.
Be the man that you're supposed to be, because your woman is doing some of your manly jobs, and then you want to respect you like one when you ain't living up to it. That's a problem. So what you create is these masculine men who have no choice but to be masculine. So the question is, why are women and Black women like that? Where is that attitude coming from? Now, it doesn't always necessarily come from the man. It could come from teachings, and it could come from family values. It could come from society. There's different places, because nature and nurture is what shapes us, right? Everybody know that's the one psychology part that everybody know about, right? Your DNA, your environment is what creates you, your character, who you are, right? So when we talk about Black women and we talk about getting married and we talk about it shrinks, it gets lower and lower and lower as you get older, right? It's true. I believe that what she's saying is true. I'm not really sure why people had a problem with that statement. I'm not really sure why she went viral and everybody was so mad about what she said. But at the same time, why I could feel the heat. I could feel let me pause right there. I'm gonna let you tap in. Go ahead. Because you got something to say. I'll go back to what I was gonna say. But
patiently waiting.
No. Go ahead.
I just wanted I'm gonna say it like this, right? Women, unfortunately, I hate to say this, and the truth of the matter is, every time there's a strong, independent woman, they always blame it that the reason they're strong and independent because there's a weak man. It's not true. It's actually a failure on men, and that y'all push the agenda that there are no strong men. Or the only reason that I gotta be strong is because there aren't men strong enough to deal with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Men don't want to deal with it.
Men don't want to deal with what?
Strong, unnecessarily strong, independent woman. Because when you say independent, you're saying to me, you don't need me.
I agree with you.
So why do I want you if you do not need me?
And I'm a co-sign what you said. Because what man wants a woman who's like a man, unless he's gay? If you want a manly woman, then you should just be a man. Come on out the closet, right? So I agree with that, but sometimes it is hard. Like I was talking to an old friend of mine, right? And to be honest with you, she's not Black. Okay. And she said, like, yo, I can't be submissive. It's hard, and I understand it's hard to be submissive to, like, what type of man are you trying to be submissive to? See, it's funny that you can address certain things and agree only when it's holding the man at a standard. But you telling me it ain't no weak men? You telling me it ain't no horrible men? You telling me it ain't no bad men that's not out there that creates a woman to have? Are you telling me that it's impossible, that is a false narrative that Black women are not or have to be masculine because of the weak men?
You're doing what women always do, because I never said that. Women, you did not listen to what I said, because I've been saying this the whole time. There is men out here that don't do their job. Unfortunately.
What did that create?
No, that did not create that woman. That woman chose that man. So you
okay, she chose the man. Maybe she thought something from it.
Right? No, you know what you're dealing with when you get a man.
Not all the time, because people are meeting their representative. People are gonna always be somebody else. Was you the same person?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so then I didn't know, did I? Did you know?
Let you not let me finish, because you rather like. How could you hear what I'm saying if you interrupted me?
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. Women have made it the man's problem when they make a choice. Men don't get bailed out. If we get a woman and everybody's like, "Oh man, she ain't good. She's messed up. She's doing this. She's messing around, sleeping around." Nobody looks at the woman. They look at the man and say, yeah, they unfortunately they look at the woman and go, "Oh, that's messed up." But that man made the choice to be with her. Even if she was that kind of person, that is not her fault for if he's getting treated badly throughout that relationship.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can you be honest?
I'm being honest.
If a woman is with a good man and she is not a good woman and she cheats and she treats him bad and she makes that man feels like shit and he turns into being a bad guy and say, you know what? I was a good girl, a good guy. I've dealt with these type of women, and this is why I am the way I am now. Is that true or false that men say that, or not? Do they say that?
That is true.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just say this. If that's true, then it's the same thing for when women say, "Hey, I became this way because of that." Now, I understand your point of what you're saying, but you could be a good person, and people can make you into somebody that you're not because you allow them to affect you. You allow them to change you, to change your energy, to sometimes change your morals, all of that. Somebody can have an effect on a person like that, where the experience with the person that they was with end up changing them. Some men say, I ain't treating no women like this, or no girls this type of way no more because of my bad experience with men. So if that's possible, why is it not possible for women?
I never said that. And
you did.
No, I didn't. What I'm saying to you is it's not the woman's fault. I just said that. If a man makes a choice to be with that kind of woman, that was his choice.
Yeah, but maybe he did not know that she was that type of woman.
Decided to stay there in that.
Staying is a different story.
Now, I'm gonna say this to you again because you made it. You saying that, you know what? If a man is with a woman who treats him bad and he decides after he lets her go, he now treating all women like that, that is not a failure on the women. That's a failure on him, because you should never let anybody change to who you are or who you could be because of how someone treated you. And I'm gonna say that the fact of the matter is, I that was the same excuse when I was doing messed up shit to women. Oh, that's how women were. But then when I realized it, that I let people change me into somebody I wasn't. I started doing stuff to people who didn't do nothing to me.
Why?
Because I was an asshole.
Why did you start doing it? Just because were you always an asshole and you did that?
Like I just said to you. So it was people. There was the kind of people I was dealing with. I started becoming assholes to people who weren't like that with me.
So let's sit on that real quick. Lotto, I see your comment. He said the key to the whole thing, where's it at, is treat others like you want to be treated, woman or man. I agree with that. Now let's sit on what you're saying right there real quick. You're saying your past experience had you treating women some kind of way. So your experience with women caused you to act in a certain character that was not your normal character, right? So what I'm telling you is it's the same for women.
I never said it wasn't.
Okay, the women who act women who act masculine, a lot of them, I'm not making it they're not all, excuse me, let me finish. It is not that they're all taught that. It is because of some of the type of men that they are dealing with that are bitches. Okay? All right? So stop acting like a bitch.
Nope. See,
and we ain't got to go there.
We blaming the man, but the woman made that choice. Here's the problem with that. Independent mindset wasn't taught by a man. That's a lie once again, being the agenda being pushed to women who run around, black women who run around thinking that's the agenda against black men. No, you know where that was pushed at? The generation before us. The generation before us, when our daddies ran out, started telling our women, be independent so that you don't fall into that statistic where you have a man who you have kids with that run out on you. So they started teaching our women, our generations before that, started teaching women, you need to be strong, independent, not dependent on a man. That's the fact of the matter. It was. We owe our parents before us was teaching on women to not depend on men.
Let me say something to that. First and foremost. No, go ahead. Are you done?
That doesn't mean that down the line men weren't playing a role in it, because we did. Men played the role for the women to start teaching that to their daughters.
Okay. I agree to a certain extent. Don't make me laugh. I agree to a certain extent. I think that we all have a different fight, right?
Yep.
Every generation has a different type of fight. Now, if a mother is teaching her child to have that independent mindset, it can come from fear of her own experience, and we can pass that down to the next generation. That is very possible. But there were a lot of women, if you look at the ones who have those long-lasting relationships, that stayed with men who cheated on them and didn't take care of them just to keep a household and to say, hey, you still have a mom and a dad, but you could still be an absent parent in the house. So when we talk about mothers, because that's what you're basically saying, you're blaming the mother, the woman, for teaching the girl to be independent, but the mother has to teach a child how to know how to stand on her own 2 feet. If the man is not going to be there, if he's not going to protect, if he's not going to be a provider, then she has no choice but to do that, because of the lack of responsibility that the man did not do. So should to have that attitude and not give a man a chance to be the man and do it is wrong. All right. You shouldn't look at all men like that, but you have to be careful, because there are some men who is like that. So ultimately, we can't put all the blame on the mothers before us, right?
I didn't put the blame on them.
It sounds like you were, in a sense, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I do get it. Because like, that independent mindset, it doesn't work for us, because everybody, a lot of people ain't thinking like that, and they trying to push that on us. And broken families and broken households was always the agenda, especially for Black people, because if you get the man out the house, the woman has nobody to protect her. She has to work. She don't have time for the kids. Who's raising the kids? Who's teaching the kids? And where are they getting most of their stuff from? Everybody else but the parent. When you got 2 parents at home that's raising that kid, and sometimes that don't always work either, depending on who the parent is, because you can have 2 parents at home, but what is the mindset of them parents? See, that's the problem that people don't well, not the problem, but that is one of the things that people have to understand. You can have 2 parents at home, but that does not necessarily mean that it is a good atmosphere and the kid is going to be learning what they need to learn, because it ultimately starts with the mindset of the individual, with the mindset of the adult, the man and the woman. And if they're not on the same page, what do you think the outcome's going to be?
And that's why I said to you, and I started with saying, when I ended with saying that the men not being there is the reason why women in the generation before us was saying that I didn't blame it on a woman, but at the same aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you teach somebody to be independent, we now leave that aspect of when somebody good enough to come to help you,
mm-hmm.
The mother's fear is now ingrained in that child, where she's looking at a man who may be there for her and being everything she needs, but that independent mindset is chasing them away. Because Here's what I'm gonna say this about men when they decide they want to marry somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is true for most men. When we look at the woman we want to marry, we want her to understand that we want to be there for you. We don't want you ever feeling like you're doing this alone. So we want to feel needed and wanted. And I don't mean in a sense where needy, because men by design are there to fix, are there to help, are there to build. So when a woman says to me, hey, I need you to do this for me, we're now saying, hey, this is what I bring to you outside of doing the regular stuff in the household. When an independent woman looks at a man and says, I don't need you, you're now saying to us, why do I need you around to do anything? I don't need you. So a good man is going to look at that and go, well, if she don't need me, why am I here?
I agree.
So a lot of women, when they running around saying that, hey, men ain't, they ain't no good men out here, or men, or I got this independent man. A lot of women are chasing that away. And it's no different, because I'm not saying that men aren't doing it, because men are chasing good women away too. Because we also were taught bullshit also.
What type of bullshit?
Well, us growing up, where women were teaching some women were teaching their daughters not to be independent. We were also looking at it. Some of us were looking at single mothers going, I don't want that. I don't want to be in that kind of environment. So what we started doing is we started chasing behind the wrong women. Unfortunately, a lot of us grew up in the hood chasing behind, like I said, we went after the woman that we wanted, not the woman that wanted us. So we ended up, when you look at, and I'm going to say this statistically, from the generation before us, there are more black men taking care of their kids than the generation before us. See, that's not talked about.
Right.
That's actually left out. They make it look like black men today, because unfortunately, a large population of black men are in jail. They focus on the men in jail and not the men who are home, committed to doing the right thing for their kids. See, right. Unfortunately, our community fails both of us.
Our community?
Yes, because the black community fails the black women, because when black women are running around here saying, I need to be an independent woman, you're also looking at, you're also chasing the man who's saying, yo, I can be the man that does everything, to be the man, the provider, the family guy, all of that.
And what's the other side?
The other side of men?
No, you said the community, and then you talked about when women are saying that, because you talk a lot about women,
right?
But you don't really say too much about the men. There's two sides to it. You're talking a little bit about them, not a lot.
I can't speak from a woman's agenda. I can only speak from the man's.
That's true.
I can only speak. I'm not going to tell you that there aren't bad men out here, because there are some effed up men out here that they not good to nobody.
There's some men out here who don't do the right thing, who don't take care of their kids, who are cheaters, who are not providers, who are lazy, who do not want to work, who want to get high all day, who want to sit around, don't want to do shit. You know what I mean? And when you have women who are out here busting their ass, really putting in work, hustling, trying to build the foundation, trying to build and create wealth and generational wealth. And after I just believe that after a while, the woman will not respect the man. They'll lose respect, and that's only not for any man, for the lazy one that don't want to do nothing.
Here's the thing I'm gonna say about that. All right,
we honestly, I just don't believe that, in my opinion, that the woman should be working harder than the man. I do believe, and this is a little old school about me, that the man should be the one mainly putting in the work, and the woman should be the one really making, taking care of the household. That's what I believe. Unfortunately, society doesn't allow us to be like that, because things are so expensive that it really takes two people to put in the work to really try to, bring together stuff, and so it's hard, so it can't all fall on the man. But I don't think women, I can't speak for everybody, and I'm sure there's some women out there that like to be independent and what boss type of mentality,
That ain't a boss.
Well, I'm speaking in general of how people speak, right? Boss mentality, the one that runs the show, control, blah blah blah, in a sense, right? Now, when you think about that, it's cool, but ultimately it could be very stressful. All right. It could be a very stressful. Women now have more heart problems, more health problems, more stress, because even when we doing all that, at the end of the day, the man is still looking at you to take care of what he think is your woman duties. So now you got to do all of that stuff. And then on top of that, he looking for you to do what he's expected. So at the end of the day, when I look at this whole situation, I truly believe that it is lopsided. I think that it's not leveled. It's off. Like the balance in the household, in my opinion, is not leveled when we start switching roles. Okay,
I'm gonna say this.
When we start switching roles, it ain't level.
We,
a man need to take his position. The woman need to take hers. And I'm not saying, because I don't want no chicks coming for me like what you saying. I'm not saying we should be barefoot in the kitchen and pregnant. What I'm saying is a good family structure household, in my opinion, is when the woman is in the house making sure she's running the house, and the man is supposed to be making sure that the house remain and taking care of all the financial stuff to make sure that that's there, and she's supposed to run it. Is equal like that. When we start switching roles, shit get crazy. That's my opinion.
And you know what? That's why our community is broke. We have, and I'm gonna say this, the black community every year contributes $1.2 trillion to the economy. Remember, I had this conversation with you before. 80% of the community, women spend 80% of that. Here's another thing we need to understand about women outnumber men about 7-1. So
why is that?
Well, let's not leave out jail and death because we dying on the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women also statistically go to college more than men because we're gonna leave. We're not gonna end up like saying jail and college, jail and death, right? Mm-hmm. When you got statistics like that, more men are gonna work harder. But the lie you're here that I hate to say it to you, men still die statistically earlier than women. So we got this narrative out there that having a 2-family home is something wrong because the man needs to be out there working and the woman needs to be at home. That may be true in the 50s. Nowadays, both people need to contribute to the household. That's unfortunate.
I said that.
Where happens,
but it's unbalanced.
No, it's not unbalanced.
It is.
No. Here's the problem. You got men at home who go to work, who come home, become a part of the household, cook, clean, and do all of that. That's not unbalanced. It might be unbalanced in some homes, but that's not unbalanced in every home. Unfortunately, women, like what you're saying, you're making a statement as if that's an imbalance in every home, and that's not true.
No, I didn't say it's imbalance. I did not say that. What I said is that's my opinion on what I think is unbalanced in a household. I think once you start switching roles, it becomes an imbalance, right?
That's true. But
that's what I said. I don't understand how that's like affecting a community.
No, it is.
And I also said earlier that yes, unfortunately, with the way prices are, how things are today, it takes 2 people to work. But I believe that this is by design.
No, it was by design, but it wasn't designed specifically to happen to black women. Black women took it on as a mantra.
How are we supposed to survive?
That's why I said to you, when I look at it saying, hey, getting married and finding the right person and working together is it's actually more than love. It's a financial situation. Well, I seen a girl who said it. All of these women running around here talking about, I don't want a man who contributes 50-50. 50% of the household, which is wrong. I kind of agree with her. But she said, why go with a guy? Why are you mad with 50-50 when you're doing it by yourself, doing it 100% of the times? It's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes we got to stop acting like a woman, oh, I'm doing this all by myself. It's great. That's not. Yeah, it's great because you're doing what you're supposed to do. As a woman, you bragging about being an adult. Oh, I'm independent. I'm taking care of myself. No.
I think you got it twisted a little bit. I'm laughing at you. I'm reading y'all comments. When I look over here and I laugh, I'm listening and I'm reading. Y'all are funny, man. Listen, Tanya, I am not saying, let me go back to that. We need to be ladies in the living room and cook in the kitchen and a freak in the bedroom.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Listen, at the end of the day, there are, in my opinion, there are things that a man should be handling and things that a woman should be handling.
Can you explain to me that? Because
I already did.
Out the garbage?
You want me to keep repeating the same thing over and over again?
No. Because
I already said it. I believe that at the end of the day, the man is supposed to be the protector and the provider. Right. I believe that at the end of the day, the woman is supposed to take care of the household.
I'm glad you said
that's what I ultimately believe. But I said, going back to what I said, due to the fact of how it is nowadays, where things are extremely expensive and it takes two people to do that, you have to have both people really bring in financial, really doing both jobs. So it ultimately, at the end of the day,
always been both people. Now, and I'm not saying spending the working, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is being in a household, it should always be both people doing the job. Both people take care of the job. Here's the thing I'm gonna say to you: when women say a man should be the provider and the protector, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was also the statement that Black women are the most underprotected women, right? When you run around with that statement, you're saying that you can't be protected. There has to become some form, in order to protect somebody, they have to be willing to listen to you. When women are running around here talking about I'm independent, that means you're not listening to nobody.
Mm.
How can I protect somebody who won't listen to me?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So when you're running around here saying I'm an independent woman and then you can't, because there was a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where this girl remember the girl who supposedly got hit with the rock or whatever because the guy was trying to talk to the brick.
And she did. They did a whole investigation. She wasn't lying. She really did get hit with the brick.
Right. Not that. Well, I don't care about the brick. What I'm gonna say to you is, right?
Mm-hmm.
This women got up in arms. Where were the Black men who protects her, right?
Yes.
Here's the issue with that. I'm a married man, right? My job is to protect you and our kids first, right?
Yes.
I'm out in the street. This woman gets her ass whooped. I don't know the situation. I jump in that situation. What happens? I beat the man up, right? Now I'm in jail. You're looking at me going, why are you in jail protecting somebody? What was your relationship to her? That brings me in unnecessary trouble because now I got to bail myself out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking money from my home. What happens if I jump into that and the man kills me? Now my wife and my kids are raised without a man, a husband. They died because I'm protecting a woman who should have had a man out there who should have been dealing with a man who could protect her himself.
This is a whole, let me tell you something. First of all, let me just say this. That right there is a whole separate show. But I want to talk about it really briefly because I think that you are making a really good, valid point. We do say that the Black men should be protecting us, and even other Black men, when they see other Black men getting abused and they sit back and watch the cops and all they do is yell, what y'all doing? Y'all need to stop. But they won't do nothing about it. But when it's another Black person, even if they had a gun, they ready to go to war and it's supposed to be a shootout. And everybody is just stand by and watch. But you made a really good point, a very valid point. I don't know if we spoke about this before. Did we have? Because I remember this conversation. But it is something to think about because we say, yeah, the Black men is supposed to be out there protecting women, but do you want your husband out there putting himself at risk, possibly going to jail or his life getting taken to protect somebody that they don't know, not knowing the situation, just because of their skin color, just because they're black. How does it become our responsibility to put ourselves in a situation that we don't really know much about, and now your whole family has to deal with a situation just because the person? Now look, the Alabama situation when all the black people jumped in, I'm rocking with that. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with y'all. For real. I'm like, yeah, I was like, yo, that's how it's supposed to be in the sense. We're not supposed to let people just beat up on us and do all these things. And if you can help somebody, you should help if you could, but not to the point where it's gonna put you in danger and possibly ruin your life or take your life. So great point. I think that you're making a good point. I think that's something that we all got to think about. What should be really doing in a situation like that?
We have to stop acting like the narrative that black men are out here not protecting women, because black men are protecting their wives. They're getting married. Well, I'm not gonna say all of them, but for the most part, black men, 85% of black men are marrying black women. Now, these women out here, like I said, in order to protect anybody, it doesn't mean black or white. In order to protect anybody, there has to be some form of submission. I can't protect you. I can't say to you, hey, somebody's shooting, get down, and you looking at me going, nah, nigga, I'm gonna go that way. You know? Right. How can I protect you?
Go to John, yep, right there. John Hall said, my cuz got killed breaking up a fight. And that's the point right there. Getting killed, breaking up a fight. You know what I mean? He said can't get involved.
I mean, I'm not going to say that you can't get involved all the time. Sometimes there might be a situation where you need to get involved, but it needs to be done as a group. What happens is a lot of when women are saying this, and I agree. That right there, that's what
I listen. That's why I started laughing. La Picasso said, you can't be putting yourself at risk for chicks like Sexy Red.
Exactly. I don't disagree. But when women are running out here screaming, oh, black men aren't protecting black women, that's what they're asking us to protect.
Yes. By the way, let me address this comment. I know, look, let me just let y'all all know something right now. Okay, first and foremost, Ray ain't gonna be on the couch. Look, Ray. I think to say Ray. We have these conversations all the time with our kids. Listen, y'all should see what our family conversations are like, because when we got our kids involved, and our kids are very of age and young adults, where we can have these conversations, and sometimes they bring so much value to it too. I wish that they join us sometimes on the show so y'all can see how it really goes down, because this ain't nothing compared to what goes on when the cameras ain't on. And sometimes we really are being a little cautious when we on here, but I'm trying to be a little less cautious. But at the end of the day, we speak, and sometimes I'm gonna be honest, I say little things to rile him up so I can get him going, because actually I do agree with a lot of the stuff that Ray says. And I think that once I get him going, he'll open up more, and y'all gonna hear more of what he has to say and bring to the table. So I like to, I'm here sometimes to push those buttons to get him to speak, and it works. But I don't agree with everything he's saying. Let me keep that all the way real. But I do that because I know that once he starts to really get comfortable, he gonna let it all out. And I think a lot of these things need to be heard. But and remember, y'all, this is great conversation, but it's in a sense it's entertainment too.
Yeah, because I agree with you cannot be out here protecting Sexy Red, and I'm gonna explain to you why. I'm gonna give you, and she said it herself, the most romantic thing a man ever did for her, or a guy ever did for her, was go rob somebody.
That's horrible.
And then bring her the money. And you're asking me, a good black man who's going to work every day, taking care of my family, to put myself and my life at risk for that?
Yeah, that's horrible.
You got to be that. No. So we got to start, our women and our men got to start choosing our words wisely when we say who needs to be protected. Now, a college-educated woman who's doing the work every day, coming home, doing what she's supposed to do, and start acting up with her, yes, we need to be out there protecting her. Sexy Red, you're not going to be putting me in a position where my life is in danger, because what happens is now I got beef with somebody I didn't have no beef with.
A whole bunch of grimy niggas on the block.
I got more people showing up to my door, shooting up at my house because I went to protect somebody who was out there putting herself in that position, or who was out there looking for the little Ray Rays and the little mans and all of that. And now my life is in danger for that. Protect her.
Yeah. No.
I'm not teaching my son that. I'm not teaching my son that. My son is going to protect who he's supposed to. We're not out here protecting the ratchet and the thugs.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. 100% agree. So listen, I don't know. We've been on here for 2 hours. We're gonna have to close this out. But ultimately, y'all know me. At the end of the day, great conversation. I absolutely loved it. I always circle back. I'm gonna say what I believe and what I feel, even if we agree, disagree. If y'all like it, if you don't, if you think, what the hell is Lady Miz talking about today? She don't make no goddamn sense. So I love what she's saying, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, at the end of the day, y'all know I'm always riding with the women, but I will say if they wrong. But my job is like, listen, power to us. Like y'all know what it is. I mean, I ain't gonna let y'all just put the women down. I'm representing for the women, so I gotta stand my ground for the women. But I will say if something is wrong, or I will speak my piece on it, on how I feel about a situation.
You're always going to see it from the woman's perspective. You can't see it from my perspective. You can only, I can't say you can't put yourself in my shoes. The only way you can be in my shoes is I have to let you see what my shoes look like. But if you're not walking in my shoes, you're never going to see a man's perspective, because men move through the world differently than women.
Right. I agree, and I think that's vice versa.
Yep.
Same thing. So we will see things differently. You know what I mean? What'd he say?
Like I said, we are in dangerous times. They already got our men in jail over drill music. Now they're trying to take our women with the music and the agenda. They're pushing now.
Listen, again, a whole nother show, but I'm gonna comment on that. The music is definitely an agenda. I was actually talking to my son about that. You know, this is his generation. I know he listens to that. He like that, all of that stuff. You know, they be doing all those dances, and I look and I be like, I want to teach him, but I don't want to push him away. I need him to communicate with me, to understand. So what I say is, I want you to listen to the words. I want you to listen to what they're saying, what they're talking about. You tell me what type of energy you think that's bringing. What type of mindset do you think that's creating? I talked to him about the frequency and the sounds and the music and what it does to you, right? To understand. I didn't ask for answers, but what I wanted him to do was to take the information and think on his own. You ain't got to say, yeah, I agree, I disagree, but understand what's happening here, because what I was telling him is this is not like, oh, this just automatically happened. This is an agenda, because it is genocide on our people. Okay, it is, but people don't understand that there's always collateral damage, because when you try to destroy your people, there are other people who's going to take on that. Okay, just like what they did with the drugs, when they thought that you was just going to put crack and all that in the black neighborhoods, and heroin and all that, and it started seeping into the suburbs, and other people started getting affected. Understand the energy that, because they don't get it yet, the energy that you put out is going to come back to you. All right. So when you're talking, when you're looking at this stuff and you're looking at the music, everybody that is there and out there and put in front of us is put there for a reason. They're there to destroy our people. So I said to my son when I was talking to him, I said, the children are what? What are the children? He said, the future. I said, exactly. And how did you destroy your people? You destroy their kids. Because they ain't thinking about us no more. They like, oh, they getting old pretty soon. It ain't even gonna matter. They coming for y'all. Now look at what they're doing to you. Look at what they're showing you. Look at what they're advertising. Look at what they're pushing. You are the future. So if they could destroy you and control you, then they got you. You just become another slave for them, or just shit goes back. They say history repeat itself, right? So if you believe that statement, that history repeats itself and slavery was a part of history, then what do you think is happening now? So when you look at the stuff that's going on and you look at the music that's being played, you look at the artists that they're putting in front of us and all of that stuff, I say this and I say this not to judge anyone, because I was that teenager that liked every bad song that you could possibly think of. I was into all of that shit, right? So even when we were talking about, what's her name? Scarlett? Is it Scarlett?
Mhm.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah. Scarlett.
So she got the song, it's called No Statement, right? She got the song called No Statement, and she's talking about not snitching. So we, a big shout out to Big Veg. He posted something, and I went and listened to the song, and I was like, damn, like, it's not a good message in the sense, right? Because if something happened to your family, you want people to tell. So that not snitching thing is really a really bad thing in a sense, depending on what it is. But let me just say, but one thing that I did say is I said, but you know what? I can tolerate that more than I can tolerate back the fuck up, because back the fuck up she was too aggressive for me. I mean, way too aggressive for a female. And in my opinion, and this is just an opinion, I was like, I can't stomach that song. I have to turn it off. When I hear her say, she calmed down a little bit, I could take it. It's a catchy hook. I could take it. But ultimately, what is the message? What is the message? That's what I'm talking about. So when we look at what's going on and we look at certain things, we are under attack. And we are under attack with the main thing that influenced people the most: music, the culture. This is why they pushed out the ones that had the messages. This is why they were out to destroy the people who had the messages. Public Enemy, Chuck D, all these people. And Special Ed, absolutely love him. We had him on the show. But I'm gonna tell you like this: we ain't gonna blame that all on NWA, because some rappers from New York was talking that shit too. So everybody got to stop pointing the finger at everybody else, and we need to be looking at ourselves, because what these kids are today is a product of our generation. We created that shit. What you see now and these kids that are so messed up, that shit came from us. We glorified it. We glorified that. And they're the product of that. So when we talk about generations, we need to be checking ourselves. I'm gonna
say this. The thing about snitching, and unfortunately our community took on the wrong thing. Snitching, I think the no snitching rule should only apply to people you're doing dirt with. If I'm doing dirt with you, that's where the no snitching rule applies. But we took it in as, if I don't know you and you do something to me, or I see you do something, I'm snitching on you. No, I'm not. I'm telling on you because I wasn't involved in that. Right. We're making it something that, if you tell on me, you're snitching. No, I'm not. I'm not in the street. I'm not in the hood. I'm not doing all of that stuff. So I'm telling, and I'm telling you today now. Even I'm too old to be out here with that no snitching. If you do something to me, if I don't get you back, I'm damn sure telling on you.
Yeah, when you at a certain age, if you're still running around talking like that, it just shows that you have no growth. If you at a certain age where you still talking about you want to beat people up all day, like that's all you want to do is fight. We understand people get mad and you want to, you might want to hurt somebody when you get upset, but that can't be your everyday life. You on the block doing this, talking like that, and you think that anybody that respects that, okay, is definitely a lost soul.
I'm gonna say this, all right, and not only are they after our kids, but they also after our women, because when women are actually out here saying the things, because we know, unfortunately, in a lot of households, there are women who are doing a job, like you said, by themselves. So we keep teaching. When you can't get to the men, because most men, or like I said, we're a lot of times we're too busy to even going back and forth with the hood shit.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening. All right, I'll see y'all later.
But we got to start looking at this, because women are powerful with their words. And this is a statement. They say, men can destroy a woman with his hands. A woman can destroy a man by what she says.
100% agree. I know that.
So when we are running around here, and that's where I say to you, sometimes we got to be careful when women are running around here saying I'm independent, because you're telling everybody I don't need you. And now, and I'm gonna get back to it, it puts out the message that Why do we have to? If you don't need us and we can do anything to you because you already made it clear that your men ain't protecting you. Y'all send out that message to everybody that we don't need protection.
Damn, he took it back to us again.
No, I'm saying
I mean, damn, how they get back on the women?
Because
I thought we would, I thought we came up out of that. He put it right
I was
back
trying to say that, but you were so freaking long-winded.
He put it right back to me.
You went like 5 minutes and no, I'm not. It's not about you. I'm saying in general.
No, I mean women in general.
No, I'm because a lot of the community, a lot of the stuff we're teaching our kids, are teaching our kids is because you're right. It started with the way we were growing up. You look at a lot of these kids out here right now. TV is raising them.
Can I say something? Mm-hmm. And I know we said we're going to go, but we still got a few things to say. Give us a couple more minutes and we out of here. Our parents listen to a certain type of music. And when you look at, even when you go back to the music and you listen to the old school music that a lot of these kids today sample, it had messages in it, and there were more songs about love. Mm-hmm. And we know the songs because they can play it in front of us. Okay. They were calling women, love, this and that. And today it's all about bitches. There is no respect for the women in the music at all. And there's no respect for the men either, because the women don't respect the men either. It's about what you can do for me. If you ain't got no money, blah, blah, blah. It's a culture that has been destroyed by ignorance. And I just want to say that the older generation, I'm not saying that there were never any bad songs, because listen, I know a couple of them that talked about, some stuff, but that wasn't the majority. So when we look at today's music and we look at what's going on now, okay, it is messed up, y'all. It really is. And I'm not trying to, because somebody gonna say, well, people gotta eat, you gotta do this, and it's at the expense of people's souls and people's lives. And this is, just look at how many kids that we lost, and young teenagers, they're not even getting to grow up and live a full life because of what is actually influencing the generation. Everybody wants to be accepted, be cool, social media, blah, blah, blah. I hate to go off topic, but I know what the other thing was we were supposed to talk about, but we ain't even got to get into it. We were supposed to talk about Tupac killer getting arrested. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say this, right? D. Moet said, are women willing to give up their independence? A man brings his business and family skills along with a woman who brings her business and family skills together to make things happen.
Okay, that's a good question. Are we willing to give up our independence? Demo, I gotta tell you, like, that is so hard. It feels good to a certain extent to be like, to be able to do things for yourself. You want to be self-sufficient, right? And you kind of want a woman to be self-sufficient. You never know that day where something can happen to you and you might not be able to do nothing. And you want to make sure that woman's going to be able to hold it down for you. You understand? So I think that you shouldn't have to give it up, but you should have those qualities. That's my take on that.
I kind of, in a sense, that is the question, because even when women got men, and I said this to you before, they have the man there, it's undervalued. It is. It becomes undervalued, and I'm not saying it. And when I say this, I'm not speaking it as it does if men don't do it to women too, because we do. But speaking from a man's perspective, more men are undervalued for what they bring to the table than women. Because men are less appreciated, because especially by independent women, because they think, if I have to do this, you're not doing enough.
That's deep. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I was reading. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Town Mama. She said she was listening to Rock the Bells with her grandkids in the car, and they complained because of the bad words. You know, let me say this. I gotta say this because I don't want nobody to be mad at me, right? But if you're mad, then I don't give a damn. but I have to say this, and I hate to put a white and black thing on it, but I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it. I'm not mad at white people anymore for when they used to tell their kids don't listen to certain type of music. They were doing the right thing, especially if the music was bad. Because see, the households situation, and don't hold on, pump your brakes, because white people got bad households too with the same shit that go on. If black people might be in the projects, but y'all in the trailer parks doing the same shit. Different shit, I mean, different areas, but the same things go on. Maybe happen in different ways, but it goes on. But what I'm talking about here is specifically with Town Mama saying about the her kids. That means that they weren't being exposed to it, and it wasn't okay. That means, and what I believe is, your grandkids were not being exposed to this music. They were not. It was not okay to play around. The parents were not adjusting, and they knew to instill certain values in them so that they don't grow up thinking that that is okay. The problem with black people, and I'm sorry to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway, is that the hood mentality was always the mentality that was respected. The one that went to jail, the one that was on the block, the one that got the most street cred. Oh, I'm used to this, nigga. I'm used to the sirens in the street. I'm used to motherfuckers getting hit. You know, well, I'm coming in the club. We gonna snatch your chain, and everybody respected the thug, right? And all of this stuff was glorified, like I said before, right? So when you talk like that, when you put those things around your kids and you glorify that, and the little kids, they're watching you. And if you think that they're not learning from you, you're wrong. So if you slip up and you say, well, I'm gonna let you listen to this and do that, because it's not that bad, because you don't see it as that bad. You don't understand the effect that it is having on the young kids growing up. So if you can have kids in the car that complain about the bad words, that is a good thing, because they should not be being exposed to that type of stuff and behavior. If it's bad words or bad messages, kids shouldn't be cursing, but they curse now. Kids don't even respect adults anymore at all. They'll curse right in front of an adult, an elderly person, and don't even have no remorse. They lost respect and morals. So that is a good thing that they're complaining about that. And I hope you turned it off, because I don't care if you even like it, or if you feel like, well, I'm hanging out with everybody and talking to whoever, and I could be cool with the black people, whatever the case may be. I'm just keeping it real, K-Swiss. I'm just telling you, at the end of the day, you better be careful what you are exposing to the kids. Otherwise, they're going to be in the same boat with everybody else, because ignorance ain't got no color on it, white or black. It's about what you exposing these kids to.
I was asking because I seen that now. She just said she disagreed with me. I'd like to know with what, but hey, I say big shout out to her kids for checking her. Like, hey, this is bad.
Demo West said, I don't listen. Oh, no, put that up, because I gotta see that. And then, yeah, we gonna take it down. If she answers the questions, we're gonna take that, and then we really gonna end it after that. Demo West said, I don't listen to Rock the Bells because of the language. Really? I'd rather listen to Joel Osteen. I love hip hop. Just the lyrics has to change. Okay. All right.
Like Picasso said, we had balance in our music back in the day. Now they have no balance.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing right there. Now, I'm glad you said that, lot, because I think that for me, I could have listened to, let's say, a MOP or Onyx. Who else? I'm trying to think of people who I know talk that shit, right?
NWA.
NWA, I could have listened to them, but I also know, like I said, I had like a Public Enemy, Chuck D, KRS-One. Yes, thank you, KRS-One, Queen Latifah. So Rakim, who didn't curse in his songs. So there was a balance. Yes, Heavy D, absolutely. I mean, look, we had some dope ass artists, like the generation, the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Oh man, forget it. There was a balance. Like, you're gonna get something different, but you need, sometimes, don't get me wrong, that gangster shit, I like it sometimes for specific things, especially, for example, let's say movies, right? If I'm watching a movie and it's a gangster part, you want that gangster music. You gotta hear that. It's like watching a scary movie. If you turn the sound down and you just looking, you don't get the feel of the frequencies in the music that's gonna get you riled up. You know that you know something is about to happen until there's something jump out. The music makes a difference in everything. So I feel you still need that stuff depending on what it's for, but that's not something you should be listening to and exposing your kids to. It shouldn't be an everyday thing.
I'm gonna say it like this, and then we're gonna have I would say the reason why there was balance back in the day.
Common, that's clear. Mm-hmm.
The reason is because we didn't have biting back in the day. Everybody you had to have your own sound, your own personality, your own whatever. Nowadays, everybody sound alike. So there isn't going to be a balance when when they look at one person and say, you got to sound like her or him in order to make it.
Right. Today, you got to sound like who's already out, because ain't nobody trying to take a chance on somebody maybe not liking you. But what they don't understand is the people who do sound different, they are the ones that really blow the hell up. Like for me, I like, what's the girl I listen to now? Is it Doja Cat?
Mm-hmm.
I like Doja Cat. And actually, I was listening to her Paint the Town Red song, and then another song came on that I thought I wasn't going to like from her. I was about to turn it off, but then I started hearing her talk. I was like, oh shit, this is fire. And she sounds, I was like, she sounds like herself. And my daughter said, Soraya, she was like, Ma, she sounds different in all her songs. She switches it up all the time. So I said, I like that. I like that she knows how to play with it, and she's really into the art of music and not really just trying to conform. So I kind of big shout out to Doja Cat, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Yeah. Tell Mama I said
she says my Ray's recent statement about men and women in the home. That's what she disagrees with.
All right. Yeah. Me too, Karen. No, let me stop. No.
Sleeping on the couch.
Oh, damn. Why you gotta put me on the couch for, yo? Anyway, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Nice talking to y'all.
It definitely was a great conversation. Thank all of y'all for your opinions and your views and your comments and stuff like that. Again, make sure you hit the like button wherever you're watching us at. Don't forget to share even when it's over, because sharing after the fact, people might tune into it later. And if you have not, make sure you subscribe so you can stay in tune to when we are here and we are live. All right.
Big shout out to the UK, Australia, Germany for supporting us on the downloading our podcast.
Yes.
The audio.
Absolutely, because y'all do know we do visual, but we do upload all of our audio too. So for those who want to just listen when they riding and they can't look, we here for y'all. We here to talk that in your ear, baby. Flavor in your ear. Y'all already know what it is. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night, and we are out.
Good night.
Later.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.